People of YouTube, this is Forever King 116. I'm here today to talk to you about the episode Abandoned. And they should have abandoned this episode a long fucking time ago. Like, God, people, I'm so pissed. Like, I haven't been pissed like this in a while. And it's crazy because the last time I was upset about an episode, it just had to be about the last episode I can say I was dead upset about and had nothing to do with Superman was when they make episodes about Oliver Queen. Him about that fucking him Oliver and his old master. I was so tight about that shit. Like that shit had nothing to do with Superman. And man, like listen, this episode was just so random and so whack. The only thing that was good about this episode was that they had Granny Goodness and her throwing bitches around and shit. And they let you know more about Darkseid's plan. And what else? And that Clark gets to see his parents again through the hologram. That's the only thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to really talk about this shit. Tell y'all the truth. Like, I was just kind of mad. Like, anybody that's ever been a Superman fan, you'll be mad about this shit too. Like, a real Superman fan, y'all be mad about this shit. Because who cares about, Tess having dreams and Granny Goodness? Like, it was cool. Like, it was alright at the beginning, but it just started to lose its flavor after a while. Like, Tess didn't want to fight Granny Goodness. I understand, but come on, Tess. You could at least deck her or something. Like, I would have decked her. I would have punched Granny Goodness right in her face. Should have flew me right across the room. You best to believe I would have waited until she got close enough to punch her right in the face. But yeah, like the episode started off with them with Tessa's dream, and she dreaming about things that happened in her past that she don't remember. And then the toy from her past shows up in her house, and she's all spooked and shit. All I'm like, over a toy? Like I couldn't be though spooked over no toy. Somebody broke into your house over some damn toy. I couldn't be spooked about that shit. But yeah, that's what she was upset about, and dragged Clark into it like usual. Where's the fucking Green Arrow at? You know what I'm saying? You could have dragged Oliver into this shit. To me, it felt like Clark shouldn't even been in the episode, because all he does is get fucking. Every time you turn around, it's always something with green kryptonite, like ambush, blue kryptonite. Blue kryptonite. Then fucking every episode after that, green kryptonite. Like, you can't keep crippling Clark like that. You just can't keep crippling him. Like, let him have a day that he can just throw somebody around. Like, the only time I've ever been like excited about Clark actually fighting was when he was fighting that Phantom. That Phantom from the fucking that big Phantom. The Phantom that escaped from the Phantom Zone. He fought in the cage. That was a dead ass fight. You understand? Like, he dead fought that nigga. For real. And like, he fought him without having to worry about kryptonite or blue kryptonite or whatever. Like, that shit just it bothers me. Like, I get tired of this shit. Like, I know a couple of y'all watched this episode was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I thought Tess was his fucking driver the whole time. Like, the whole time, deadass. I'm thinking Tess was, you ever watch Superman cartoons? And he has his chauffeur, the bitch that just be fucking kicking people and beating them up. his Lex's muscle. I thought that was her the whole time. Mercy. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I'm thinking like, yo, that's Tess right there. And then like you come to find out now she's Lex's half sister. Like you can't do that. You cannot fucking do that. That's like saying fucking uh that's like saying fucking Penguin is Batman's half brother. Like you can't do that shit. You just that's like saying that's Joker's that's like saying Catwoman is Joker's half sister. You can't say that shit. You just can't. You can't put that shit together and think that people are gonna like that shit. You understand? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of upset about this episode. It just kind of made no sense to me. Like, Clark totally ignored Lois about his father issues, and Lois went to the fucking fortress. I don't know. Clark need to start. This is why Clark been getting fucked up all the damn time, because I'm getting tired of seeing this nigga doing shit like leaving the key anywhere. Like, imagine somebody would have knocked down the bookshelf. Then what, Clark? Then what? Like, I could have knocked down the bookshelf by accident. I could have bumped into it and it would have fell down. I'd have seen the kid. I took that shit. I'd have been like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I would have been on some shit with that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with Clark? Behind the bookshelf, Clark? Are you serious? You couldn't have found anywhere else. You couldn't have put it in that fucking cellar that you put the blue crystal, Carol's blue crystal in. You couldn't have found anywhere else to put that shit. You put it behind the bookshelf. That you can see through. It don't have no back. So you can see right through the fucking bookshelf. That's the best hiding spot you ever had it, Clark? Are you serious? Like, for real. Imagine Lex Luthor wanted to go fucking destroy your fortress. All you gotta do is go to your barn and bump right into the fucking bookcase, and it would have fell, and he would have seen the key. He'd be like, oh, there go the key. Come on, Clark. Wake the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? And then, like, Granny Goodness and her Furies, it was impressive, but, you know, I feel like they could have did better this episode. Anybody right now could say, nobody can ever tell me right now that they couldn't have done a better job than they did today. If you came out with Homecoming and Lazarus, and those are the two best episodes I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Homecoming topped it. You telling me you can't come out with a better episode than this? Like, I think that, like, I don't like these random episodes. Like, this is a 10th season. Give us everything we want. Clark flying, Clark suit, Clark with the glasses, Clark is serious. Come on. This is Superman. This is about Superman. I don't care nothing about Tessa's past. I don't care. Yo, and even though, why did they did that? Like with Tess being a Luthor now. I thought she loved Lex. I thought she was in love with Lex. That's what happened with the first Lex clone that escaped in Lazarus. He was all up on her. They looked like they was gonna kiss. He started saying, yeah, I know you have feelings for me and all this and that and the third. So I'm thinking like, yeah, Tess was in love with him at one point in the 8th season when Lana fucking told her about Lex keep an eye on her. And he put that chip in her and he was watching. He could see through her eyes and hear whatever that she hear. And then she found out and then she killed the implant. But after she killed the implant, she said, and to think I was in love with you, you son of a bitch. And then that's it. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, you can't have her be in love with Lex and then she's fucking rocking the cradle with her brother. Like, you can't do that. I don't know what they're doing in this episode. Tell you the truth. I don't know. Part of me don't even want to review this shit. Like, I'm sorry, people. Like, this shit was kind of crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the part when Clark came to the fortress and he talked to his he didn't really talk it was a fucking hologram of him, his sister, his mom, and his father. And the whole time thinking like, yeah, this is a Superman moment. This is a Superman moment. The whole time I'm thinking, yeah, this is a Superman moment. But where the fuck is the Lex clone? Is he running around the mansion somewhere? Like, where the fuck is the Lex clone? Somebody tell me, where the fuck is the Lex clone? Did she send him away? What's going on with that nigga? Now she killing her brother. Now she trying to get rid of her brother. It seemed like some Jerry Springer type shit. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they doing. Tell you the truth. They started off with the... It started off nice, you know, and then like when I started to see where the story was going, I started shaking my head the whole time. I was not smiling. Usually, some of the episodes, even if I know the episode don't have nothing to do with Superman, nothing, and it's good, if it's good and if it has nothing to do with Superman and it's at least a good episode, I'll smile through it. I'll be like, this is kind of interesting. Even though it has nothing to do with my man Clark becoming and doing anything with Destiny, I was just kind of pissed. Like, yo, are you serious? Like, every time I looked at the TV, I was doing this. When Clark got his ass whipped by them 3 girls because of the fucking the green fire, I was like, I wanted to shut off the TV, man. And then with the fucking Granny Goodness, hands down that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole what's his name? The whole Dark Side group, I agree with that completely. 100% I agree with what's going on with that. But the Jarrell and Kara thing, I agreed with that. But everything else after that, I just didn't understand it. Like, now how the fuck Granny, as old as she is, when Clark got himself free, how the fuck she zoom out of there like that? Where the fuck did she, like, how did she get the fuck out? Like, she like 70 years old. Like, she had heels on. How's she faster than Clark? Clark, look around. Bitch ain't there no more. What happened, Clark? You slipping, my nigga. For real. You are slipping. I'm just kind of upset about this episode. It just didn't make sense to me. Like, a lot of shit just did not make sense. You know what I'm saying? Who cares about Tess? I'll tell you, what is she, the limo driver of Lex? And Lex's muscle? You know what I'm saying? Where's Lex? Where's the Lex clone? I remember when they had the season all about Clark and Lex. Now this season all about putting whatever together and just let it happen. Like, it just I don't know. Next week's episode, it looked good. This is what I'm saying. It looks good. Doesn't mean it's gonna be good. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, this is usually not. I'm not gonna say this is the worst episode I've seen. I can't say that. I can never say that. The worst episodes I've ever seen had to do with, like, when they make it not about when Clark is no longer in the episode at all. Like the episode with Oliver and his problems. Like, I don't care nothing about Oliver and his problems. I'm sorry, people. This is just a ridiculous episode. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I find out she's Lex's sister, where the fuck is Lex clone? You know what I'm saying? But I'll do a review on this. I'll do another review next week and see what happens. I'm dead kind of disappointed, but what can you do? So until then, peace.